Welcome back to Task Force Podcast, an airsoft podcast made by the airsofters for the airsofters.
What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Task Force Podcast. I'm your host, Snake, joined by my co-host,
Nasty,
who's always
awkward.
Most definitely. And today we are joined by a guy who tunes into the show quite a bit.
A legend.
Around. Yes, a legend for sure. Has been watching the podcast for some time. Joins us on our lives because he's a fucking beast. Greg from Delmar Tactical, who we always refer to as Delmar. So it's actually Greg. How's it going, man? We're excited to have you on the show, seriously.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's about time. I called dibs on first, but you guys
did.
did.
Well, you can blame that on Jake. So
yeah, you can blame me.
Oh no, I'll always blame Nasty.
Oh
yes!
Wow, dude. Okay, we're starting off strong. I like it. Yeah.
So then clearly I'm your favorite on the show.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yes.
Oh,
fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lose-lose for both of us. But no, man. So where do you guys normally play? So like Delmar Tactical is your guys' team then?
Yeah. It started out as what was supposed to be our team page, and then it kind of evolved into photos I took at the field.
Right.
Especially with all this COVID stuff, I'm not going to force people to come out to practice.
Right.
Fair.
No, that's fair. I can understand that. So how long have you guys been playing?
Myself, I've been playing for about 2 years regularly.
Right.
Everybody else is just kind of up in the air. It ranges from 5 months to 15 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's badass.
Dude, that is pretty fucking cool. It's weird to think like 15 years seems like for fucking ever, but we've been playing for like that time frame, so it's like really scary.
It is. I feel old.
Right.
I feel
was about to say we're old.
Yeah, I feel like a young OG
right.
in the game, bro.
I was like we were talking about that the other day. We were watching Saving Private Ryan. Right. I was like, dude, this shit's been out for fucking
almost
20 years, dude.
Plus years, yeah.
It is 20 years.
Stop.
Dude, I was like, I remember that shit came out and I was like, this is lit,
And I wasn't born yet. No, I was like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Shut up.
Okay.
So, where do you guys play at most of the time? What's your guys' local field?
We play over here at OXCC, Outdoor Extreme Chesapeake City.
Chesapeake.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
Chesapeake City, Maryland.
Maryland.
See, I kind of didn't know where that was, but in my head, I knew.
I've heard Chesapeake, but I was not thinking Maryland.
No.
I was like, I could look real dumb right now.
Right. No, so now because I've always asked and I'm always curious, what's your kit? What do you run?
Typically, I run an M4 platform of some sort. I actually have my kit here with me if I can find it in this mess. But, I typically run an M4 platform, maybe a 1911 as a sidearm.
Hell yeah.
We're in 1911 for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, was mine, but it's fine.
Jesus. It wasn't.
It
wasn't yours.
It was. We traded.
It was not.
At one point, you had a 1911 that was mine. We traded a Glock for 1911. I remember that. It was a sad day for me.
I just want to punch you in the back of the
Just
head.
punch. It's good for views. Just do it. He'll laugh. You'll laugh.
Physically
I'll be
assaulted
crying.
on YouTube.
Yeah. And I'll make a whole come out video about what really happened, the background
We
stuff.
should get big.
Yeah. And Greg can be involved with us.
Greg could be involved.
Yeah.
A lot of hot stuff going on with dudes named Greg lately.
Oh God.
That's fucked up. Dude, Maryland. What's airsoft scene like there? Because here it's
sad.
I don't know. Yeah, sad maybe is a good analogy for it. Or I don't know. It's like pockets, man.
It
It's
is.
like there's a pocket here in Wichita, and then there's like I'm sure there's a pocket in KC, and that's I feel like about it.
I mean, other than OXCC, I don't really travel all that much.
Right.
You know, old. But I mean, we have a couple different fields. It's like you said, it's pockets.
Right.
And
Right.
It just it feels like back when I even started and you were still playing, or when you were at that time playing. Like it just
deeply,
it
yes.
made it look like it was fucking massive. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter where you go. There was some kid and some shit running around doing something, and then now it's just like
Yeah.
there'll be 5 guys that show up, and it's like this sucks.
I don't think there's really an explanation that you can give right off the top of your head for the decline of airsoft over the last couple of years. I don't know what the answer is there, what caused it, or what made it.
I actually have a theory on that. I think it's like negative press as far as like weapons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I would agree that it probably has a large amount to do with that. And people,
But
I mean, they're just like a normal firearm if you treat it in terms of like, probably shouldn't go out in public and wave it around. Seems like
Yeah.
a dumb fucking idea.
right,
If you're going to go play with it in some like highly populated area, probably a smart idea to leave the orange tip orange. I mean,
right.
there's some basic common knowledge that's not so common, and
It's
it
just-
probably plays a big negative role
It
on it
just
for
sucks,
sure.
man. You
It
used to
does.
roll up and be like 80 fucking people, and that was just to start the morning.
Right.
You know, some would
And then
leave,
by lunchtime, you have over 100. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was the same way here.
but now you show up and it's like that. Oh, the 4 dudes with HPAs and the 4 kids with Walmart fucking AEGs. I see how this is gonna go. Like this.
Yeah. Well, but I mean, like on a good day now, you're like, oh, maybe there's like 20, 25
Right.
dudes. Granted, that's with COVID going on. So you got to think maybe there's another 10, 15 that
Yeah.
aren't showing up. So maybe you're at like 30, 40 dudes. But I think also like, you know, we have
We
a
grew
couple
up.
fields here as well that, you know, some of the guys are, we play this field and we play this field only, and we play this field and we play this
Right.
field only. And that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their home field.
Right. Right. I
guess
feel like
that-
you should go play other places, not only just to one, be better as a team, but 2, I mean, also to help support your local unfortunate paintball fields. Not just airsoft fields.
I think when Frog Holler for us, kind of, I wouldn't say went downhill, because I'm just saying like when certain people left the scene and certain people weren't capable of running the scene,
Right.
it just was like they just all kind of fluttered off. Granted, a lot of us got older. A lot of us maybe went off into careers, got families, this, and then just was like, okay, that was a pastime I did for a couple years. But then there's dudes like us who will come back to it so many years later and see the young kids as we got older, the younger ones who started, didn't
Right.
just kind of carry that torch
Yeah.
like
Right.
we had.
No, I agree. And I think that's a big thing that we should really work on as airsofters is not only just like being in the game and playing and helping grow the community,
Right.
but also keeping that like retention. You know what I mean? Like I get it. Like I've had to dip out because I've had kids and I have
Sure.
life and things come up, but like I was never afraid to be like, I'm gonna start playing again, you know?
Right.
And I always knew that I could reach out and be like, yo,
Let's go do this.
let's go do this. And we would do it. And I didn't know it would turn into this, but it turned into this. You know what I mean?
And you see, that's the thing. You need to have that drive. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't have that.
Right. Dude, I think that's just a unfortunate
It's
piece of our society
it is.
nowadays.
I'm just like with all the violence also, and I call them suburban moms
Yeah.
who watch a lot of
Karens.
CNN, the Karens.
Yeah,
Yeah, that, oh my God, someone died again from a gun on the other side of the world. Well, can't have any more airsoft guns, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to teach you bad things.
Yeah.
No, that's That's the way you, no offense to any of the parents, that's the way
Natural
you raise
selection.
them. Yeah, it's the way you raise them and the way they teach themselves with guns.
Yeah.
And if your kid's going to be a school shooter, well, that's on you, Dad. Like,
Yeah.
so don't take something that could potentially make a podcast or like these guys a whole team, like the Five Bros have a whole facility.
Right.
Don't take a possible future away because you are afraid of how you're going to raise your kids.
Right. I don't know if it's necessarily Karen's afraid of how they're going to raise their kids. It's they're afraid of how other people raise their kids, which there's nothing you can fucking do. It's uncontrollable.
Right.
Right.
Natural selection should hopefully weed them out, but
But
we
it
do
doesn't.
everything to prevent that.
Yeah.
Like eating Tide Pods. If you really were down with that, I don't
should
know
eat
what to
some
fucking
more.
tell you.
Oh, we're going to be
Yeah,
nice?
you're on your own.
Yeah,
I was
like,
going to say, I'll buy
that's
you
cool,
a whole
man.
new box. Go
That's cool, man.
chew them up. Give
You
them
want
to
to
your
eat
family.
some laundry detergent
Yeah.
because you think it looks good.
Have at it.
Stupid.
But it goes back to how it's just sad though, because there were a lot of followers at the time. I feel like that because of a certain people and the way they ran those games, they thought they could run off with it.
Yeah.
And then when they actually saw what it took to do that,
Yeah, they got intimidated.
exactly. And
Running
then it fell
games
off.
is a lot
No,
fucking
I
harder
know.
than what a
I've
lot of
seen-
people really think.
I've seen you try.
Right.
We've
I mean, I
both
did
done
it,
this,
and
yeah.
I was like, yeah, I mean, I could do it, but
But it's not worth
just
the time
not-
and effort.
Yeah, it kind of ruins it for you if you want to play.
Right. That's why Scott never played. Not to
Right.
name drop, but
Well, I mean, Scott was a
he was the guy. He ran
staple
that shit
in
out
our
here.
local
Yeah.
community. I think everybody has that guy who's a
Right.
staple in the local community who does it for the betterment of the community there. You know what I mean? You can't always reach out and like, I mean, we really have found a platform to reach a lot of the community, which is,
Insane.
it's insane. But
I do have to ask, like, how does it feel to be able to sit there and say that your voice is being heard by people across the world?
Oh.
dude, it blows my fucking mind. I
See-
mean, realistically, like when you break down and stop and think about the fact that like I know 2 people in the UK who have Task Force Podcast shirts,
Right.
you know, and I know there's multiple people in the UK, people in other countries who are listening to the podcast, whether they can understand us completely or not, I don't know, you know,
Right.
but those people can download and hear us talk about
Shit.
stupid shit.
Like, and then this is a good question because gentlemen like Greg, I never thought I would talk to a dude
Right.
out of Maryland and
Just over Airsoft.
just over Airsoft
Right.
behind a mic I bought almost 3 years ago.
Right.
And this is just ridiculous. We said we want to start playing Airsoft.
Yeah.
Months later, we're
Well, like-
setting up a studio.
I would say if I had to put it in one word, it's like humbling,
It is.
because it's like you're just, I don't know. We bring some type of entertainment that
And
people
that blows
actually
my
get
mind
out of
because
it.
I'm just a dumb fucker.
Yeah, I know that's
I'm
why it's
an
entertaining.
Idiot. And people like, ooh, fuck nasty, Lamau JK, you're the best. It's like, I never thought that would ever happen. And I love the hate. It's great. Like, so to answer your question, it kind of baffles me. Some Kansas kid is
Right.
being heard all over the fucking world.
Yeah, that's
And then they get to come on the podcast and be them, talk
This-
about airsoft, video games, whatever.
this brings up a question that I would like to ask you.
Uh-oh.
How did you stumble across Task
Right.
Force Podcast, and what made you be like, oh, this is interesting, I'll stick around? Because
Right.
that's the real
Yeah, that's
that's
the
the
question.
real mind boggler right there.
That's actually a very good question. To tell you the truth, I don't remember how I stumbled across the podcast. I think somebody at the field had mentioned something. And I just kind of looked into it, and you guys popped up on live, and I started shooting the shit with Nasty, and here I am.
Dude. It's because of me. Yeah.
Well, it's actually because of the guy on the field.
Whoever that homie is needs a fucking hug. Dude,
Right.
if you're still watching and you were the one to shout out, that's awesome. But you know, that's actually kind of nuts.
I know that is
Dude
weird.
was like, "Hey, bro, some douchebag and his buddies doing a fucking podcast.
Bro, like some
You should look
stupid
at them.
fucks were on there talking, and it was really dumb. But you
Yeah,
should
but it's
listen
funny
to
as
it.
shit. They're retarded. And then here he is on our podcast.
Dude.
That's fucking crazy.
It's different.
And the best part is, for me at least, is talking to guys like Greg, Five Bros, even Hasmin, the females.
right.
Like, dude, I'm opening doors I would never stop on the side of the road and talk to somebody about airsoft.
No,
Unless it was fucking obvious they played.
right.
So
Like
now
if you're at a milsim,
Right.
Right.
And now I'm sitting here behind a mic talking to Greg from a whole fucking different state, half a country away, if I'm correct, and talk about
Roughly.
airsoft.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And then, like he said earlier, he's never been on a podcast. So if this is a first for him,
See, it's like this is just like a weird spiral.
it's a fucking commute. Like, this is a circle. It's life.
No, and see, that's what I think is the coolest part of us creating this podcast is not just the fact that we are hitting all the people in different countries and our
States.
voices heard that far. It's the community that we always talk about. You know, we always call it the task force. That's you guys.
That's everybody, not
anybody
us.
who watches, anybody who tunes in, listens, whatever, however you're getting this
Right.
and you're hearing it or watching it, you know, like you guys have created a community even within just on Instagram. Like people are meeting new people who they didn't know before, and they're excited to meet them at different milsim events. And it's kind of like how the local community was when we were playing heavily, where people were always talking about how to upgrade guns or change bits.
Sitting at the
and make
tables
things-
together.
Yeah. And they're
chatting.
excited to go to
Right.
a milsim and play with each other. Like,
But now we
that
can
shit's
have
cool.
that, like, here, you know?
Right.
And we can bring people
But
in.
it's national now.
Right.
International now even. Right? See, that's weird.
Sorry, dude. We're just kind of talking and you're sitting there. I don't mean to do that to you, but
No, it's okay. I'm just listening. I'm still amazed at the fact that like my voice is about to be heard from across the world.
Yeah, dude, that's the best part. See, outside of just what we do, that's what the point of this really was.
Yeah.
This was a giant idea from Jake, and I just was able to help set it up. That he's like, bro, we need to get people talking to each other all over the world. So something you might say in the next however many minutes will maybe affect somebody on the other side of the world with something. It's just to get your voices out there and be fucking heard, man, because we out here
Yeah.
and we want to fucking play.
See, and that's the thing that I wanted to do different was, like, of course there is other airsoft podcasts out there.
Sure.
There is ASAP podcast, which, I mean, if you want airsoft content, I would say go check it out. I'm not going to not push another airsoft content creator. There's tons of them out there. There's just not very many in our like podcast niche, you know? And go ahead.
No, I'm just
He was
agreeing
just
with you.
agreeing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. But that was what I wanted was, you know, some of the other shows out there, some of the other content creators out there are only wanting to have on certain people who maybe are a higher recognized person in the airsoft industry, or wanting to have, you know, only an event host or only an event
Fuck that.
field owner or only a certain YouTuber, you know what I mean? And like, to me, like,
Cool.
dude, that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind hearing from those people.
But
I
did
really
you
don't.
talk to Greg? I'm talking to Greg.
Right.
I don't-
Exactly.
And you see, that's the thing. That's what kept me around is the fact that you guys actually interacted with your audience.
Right.
Like, that's what kept me around. I was like, oh, shit, wow, these guys are actually acting like real people.
Yeah. And listen,
We're fucking pretty real.
what you see on camera and hear out of our voices is the real dumbass you would get if you were standing in front of me out in my
Like,
front yard. or
maybe
something.
like if I had to pick a percentage, like maybe like 10-15% cleaned up.
Oh,
Maybe.
because of the podcast? Yeah. This is
Like, that's
we're
really about
clean
it.
compared to how we really are.
Yeah. Like,
But no, it's like big memes.
right.
Dude, that's one of the many homies. Like,
I mean,
he's always there, always asking questions to me.
Right.
I'm retarded. I don't know shit.
Right.
But this dude's asking me questions. Dude, that's awesome.
Right. And like Rogue's been playing a couple
yeah.
of years, you know. We had him on the show.
Yeah.
Or not even a couple of years. He hasn't even been to a Milsim yet.
And
Like-
he's from the UK?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's nuts. Blows my mind, dude.
Like, I don't care. Like I've said in many times before, if you want to be on this show,
Just say
and you just
something.
want to talk airsoft,
Or anything.
or maybe just let us talk while you sit there and listen.
Yeah,
like
because-
we're doing to Greg. Then
Hey, look. I flat out told you when we started that I'm going to be even more awkward than nasty.
Yeah.
but hit us up because
yeah.
I don't care whether it's 2 or 2 trillion followers.
Right,
I
dude.
could give 2 shits.
Yeah.
If you want to talk airsoft, you're my type of person, and we can do this.
Even,
you know?
dude, because
You might start a podcast, or you might start
Right.
a YouTube, or you
And
might start hosting
listen,
games.
and there's nothing all to hide. If you have questions, ask. There's nothing to be hidden. If
Right.
you want to start your own podcast, okay, this is the path we took, and this is where we've ended
Right.
up at this point. Or, hey, you know, I want to copy Jake's gear for some stupid fucking reason. Well, he's going to go over there.
Yeah.
And he's going to give you every fucking thing he has.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. You want to be on the show? Be on the show.
Right.
Let's talk.
There's one other guy I've seen on YouTube that I think really hard, well, on Instagram, really hard grasps the growing the community. I don't know if you guys know who he is or not, but he actually is a speed softer. SYG. No, I can't think of his fucking
Slacker.
username. But SYG, but he started SYG, which is like a big speedball team out in California.
Right.
Right. And he has, like, when he was doing a live the other day, he was just letting people join in to his live that were in there.
Right.
Just to talk,
Right.
like, hey, what's your dreams? What do you want to do in airsoft?
Yeah.
That's
That's
the
progression at
stuff.
its core.
Yes. If you're not trying to do that type of shit, then you're not really trying
And
to
honestly,
grow airsoft.
I'd rather
Right.
talk to people like Greg, Dreams, Delmar Lamau. He's sitting here right now. The other guys, because they're more genuine in the fact that I don't have to hold a face for 10 million subscribers,
Right.
or a whole company, a brand. I don't
Right.
have to worry about that.
Right, you want
I
to say
can-
fuck, you can say fuck.
Right, I can be me. I can say what I want to say, and it's dope.
You could just be like,
Yeah.
you know,
Fuck Snake.
fuck
That'd be great.
Fuck HPA BBs. 6
Yeah.
millimeters the best. You know what I mean? Just say some weird shit.
It's
Shameless
bright.
plug right there.
Say again?
I said shameless plug right there.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no-
Oh, dude, if anybody caught the last podcast, fuck buying whatever you buy 6mm.
Dude, they are really cool people. If you
They
haven't
are. They're
listened to the
solid
last
people.
podcast.
They're a man and his wife who looked at a fucking BB and said, "I can make that better."
right.
It was amazing. That was a
And
moment
my
in
guys
my
are
life.
sponsored by them. Like
Yeah.
that.
Right. Which I want to set the record clean because I know I've gotten some questions and some confusion
Right.
out there. We are sponsored by 6mm Plastic, and we are sponsored by Dynamic Fuzz. Not sponsored by Core Vision Industries.
Just good, cool
They're
product.
just cool people. They offer
Yeah.
some real firearms training out there too, so you should check into that. But 6mm Plastic, as the dogs go fucking crazy.
Perfect timing.
I reached out to them, you know, and was like, hey, you guys are new. We're new. The only way you're going to grow, the only way we're going to grow is if we help each other out. I bought a couple bags of their BBs. I really actually enjoyed them. And I was like, hey, we should set up a discount code with you guys
Yep.
if you guys are willing. I would love to be able to do that. I think your product's solid. Would you like to do that? They were gracious enough to actually take the time to respond to me and say, you know, maybe we can work some things out, blah, blah, blah. Eventually we ended up agreeing to do a discount code.
Right.
If you use the discount code for 6mm Plastic from Task Force Podcast, we receive, the podcast receives nothing.
Literally.
It's literally just a discount that we wanted to be able to provide for you guys because it's a good quality product. It saves you money and allows you to play more. And
Bullet point.
The best
The
part.
BBs that were given away on the giveaway were purchased.
Yeah, I bought those.
These
Those
are
were
purchased.
That was a bag of my BBs that I was like, that's why you get 2 5s because that's what I shoot. So
right. So there's nothing given, nothing paid. This is literally just for y'all.
And Dynamic Fuzz actually did send me over a couple pieces of fuzz,
which we're giving away.
There is, we did do a giveaway on. I still have some sets to do some giveaways on. So if you guys want to see a Dynamic Fuzz giveaway, let me know. We can make it happen.
Right.
But
let me just answer collectively for the task force. Hell yeah.
We could do that.
We got our patent right there, Delmar.
But we don't receive any kickback from that either.
No.
They're just cool products made by a guy who appreciates airsoft and realizes
honestly,
that, it's part of his business.
Honestly, it ruins the purity in my eyes.
Yeah.
To just be a company be like, oh, well, here's 50,000 BBs.
Yeah.
But just make sure you give away at least 2 bags.
Right. See, because the one problem is if something were to change in 6mm plastic and their BB quality dipped and we had an agreement with them, I couldn't be honest with you guys and say, hey, they started off great, but something happened and blah, blah, blah. This is all figurative. I mean, just saying, like, it could be any company out there. It could be Elite Force. I don't fucking care. Their quality dipped and now they're garbage. I can't tell you and I can't be honest with you. And that's not what I want out of it. I want to be able to provide you a discount code for a product that I find to be useful. Then that's what I'm going to do. So that's what we did. So we don't get any kickback. So don't think that all sponsorships end up in you getting money or anything for free, because it does not work that way. Trust me, it doesn't always work that way. Just to clear it up.
It's like a symbiotic relationship between you two. You guys help each other.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
it works out in the end.
It does.
Yeah.
Everybody wins. You guys win the most. I mean, you get a discount code and it's fucking dope. But no, we do have questions like we were talking about if you want to take part in them. This is something I wanted to bring back into the second season. You guys, again, more involved because we have everybody on the show every weekend. We actually had a lot more requests for the second season. So this is a great way to get you guys on the show without being on the show. But we're going to do a live. We're going to do a live again because everybody really liked that.
Okay. So can I just pick one? Or do I have to go top to bottom?
Just go top to bottom. Makes it easier.
God.
Gay boy.
Whatever, dude. Baxter1 asks, in your view, useful versus cosmetic.
Yeah.
External. Would you let me read the goddamn paper, please?
All right. I got it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'll look away and wait till you're done.
In your view, gentlemen, useful versus cosmetic external attachments on airsoft rifles and pistols. What is your views, dickhead?
I will let you go first, Greg.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so useful, I would say anything that's an undergrip, or not undergrip, but foregrip.
Foregrip.
Right.
Yeah. Bipods, anything like that, those are useful. Now, the pet boxes, to me, those are just a waste of space. You know what I mean? Sure, they look cool, but what exactly do they do? Unless you have a legit pet box, there's no point.
Right.
Facts.
Right. I would agree. But if I was looking at a useful versus a cosmetic external attachment, I would say that if you play CQB, your sight is purely cosmetic.
Facts.
You're probably unless I will throw the stipulation out there, unless you are training for real steel, in which case you need to have a sight on your gun because you need to get to where you are practicing that, bringing it up and looking down the sight for muscle memory. Keep that in mind. If you're just playing airsoft, you don't really need a sight for close up. If you're playing outdoor airsoft and you're not close to each other,
sure,
some type of magnification size scope would be good. I've got an EOTech with a 3x flip over, right? Well, I don't really need an EOTech for anything, but the 3x magnifier makes it where I can see people from far away because I'm blind as fuck when I don't have my contacts in. So I want to make sure I don't shoot my own guy in the back of the head.
I'd be upset.
So a 3x magnifier could be very useful.
Right.
The PEC box, I would agree. If you don't have a PEC box that has a light or a laser in it, so that way
Right.
at least if you are playing in an indoor dark area and you have some type of even shitty 75 lumen flashlight on it, it is just for looks and is purely cosmetic. But just like Grand Thumb says, everything doesn't matter unless you look cool. So
Right.
look cool,
So,
you know.
okay, for both of you.
One of my friends, when I started out in airsoft, he flat out said that 90% of airsoft is a cosmetic show, or not cosmetic show, but a beauty pageant.
Right.
It's
If
true.
you're not out
That's
there,
true.
if you're not out there LARPing and having extra
Right.
gear that you don't need, then what are you really doing here?
Right. What are you doing with your life?
You suck. Okay, part 2.
Wait, you got to answer the question.
No, I'm reading the questions.
Oh, okay.
This is about as good as I get. Okay, part 2 of that question. What about pistols, silencers, mock silencers, RMRs, lights, flared mag wells? What is it? What do you think's too much?
I think it
Did you
depends
say
upon
for-
the user.
Did you say for pistols only,
Yeah,
or
for pistols.
in general?
No, pistols. Like, what's useful and what's not when it comes to pistols, in your opinion?
You see, I think that varies depending on what you run. Because
Right.
I mean, if you're running the sniper loadout, then you want to be silent. You would want to silence. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
You'd
I
want
mean,
a
if you're a
decent,
running
quiet
gun,
pistol. Yeah,
yeah, if you're a running gun like I am, there's no point.
right.
You get caught on everything.
Fair.
I would agree. If I was going to do something with a pistol, because to his same point, if you're a dude who plays speed QB and all you run is a pistol, there's probably some shit on there that you might find useful. A flared magwell would definitely speed up your reload
reloads.
time.
Yeah.
That type of shit, yeah, I would agree. Makes sense. For your casual milsim player who runs a rifle and not a sniper rifle, because I agree with Greg in that aspect of if you're a sniper, you probably want like the TM MK23 with the suppressor. It's actually pretty quiet, non-blowback. It's a good little pistol. Check out Alpha 1 Mike's video on it. Did a video on there. Anyway, then if you're just a casual milsimmer though, like go buy yourself an Elite Force Glock or an Elite Force 1911.
G18C, they have them for
And
sale
then-
right now.
yeah.
Just dump 30. Wait, extendos. Dump
Right.
them extendo mags on people.
Then you can
Yeah.
just go out there, run and shoot when you have to pull your pistol
there-
for close quarters.
There you go, Baxter. There's your
Flashlight
answer.
might be useful if it's
flashlights
dark.
are always useful. Oh, I just hit my mic. That's weird.
Awesome.
So, number 2, the real _ JCC428. Thoughts on having Going Dark Airsoft on the show again?
I would like to have them on the show again.
I mean, that's up to you guys. I'd like it.
Greg says,
Well,
I don't
no,
care.
we
I'm
have
just gonna
a-
listen.
But we have an external source that can give me a yes or no answer right now.
Right,
Would you
yeah.
like to see them back on the show?
I'm sure you listened to the first episode of the second season, right, Greg?
Well, I mean, I was a little butthurt that I wasn't on it.
Oh, fuck me.
But we're getting you on 5. We're getting you on 5. That's pretty.
Man,
that's still,
you made a promise and couldn't
But
hold
that's not
it.
as impressive as one. Like, I
It's
want to be
not.
one.
It's not. Damn
See,
it.
you upset my man Greg,
No.
Jake.
Next
And
time
it's
he
my
sees-
fault.
Next time he sees
okay?
me, he's just gonna flip you off, but kick me in the sack.
Hey, that's okay. It's okay. I would also love to have our
they were
boys
cool
back
dudes.
on.
Cool dudes.
So-
if you haven't checked out their podcast, that's another Airsoft podcast, Going Dark Airsoft.
Call sign _ down,
Downton. He's
Downton.
very clear on this. It's Downton.
not downtown.
No.
Downtown. That's what I was about
That's
to say.
what I thought so too.
Yeah.
Like Downtown
Okay.
Abbey. I don't know.
So DOWNTON. Okay. That's what. Fuck it. If
Yeah.
that's what he's specific on. What's your opinion on using vehicles in Milsim? I'm going to answer this. And you know where
No,
I'm
no, no,
gonna
no,
go.
no.
Oh.
You said you didn't want to answer the last two, so no.
Okay. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. It's all you, boys. Hey, he proves a point. He's not wrong.
in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
it only adds to the fun
Amen.
if you have vehicles in there. Granted, from a game hosting side, right?
Mhm.
It could be a fucking nightmare because you get somebody who doesn't know what they're doing or some fucking retard driving, then it can turn into a very bad situation.
Tanks
So
in
you
the
have to be
buildings.
very specific on who's driving vehicles.
Well,
What
and
about you?
what constitutes getting them out?
What constitutes what?
As getting the tank out, for example.
Right.
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 I like it in Milton events. I went to one. Where was that? I think it was 9/11 Airsoft. They had a tank rolling around, and it was a lot of fun. But in just regular walk-on games, there's no point in wasting the gas and doing all that. Like
I would agree.
Again, it depends on the situation.
Yeah. Now it depends. I would say if you're going to play a local game, like back in the day when we had 60, 70 players at a local game, and we would run the 45-minute wood skirmishes, you know, the real big. I mean,
yeah, we had because we're in Kansas.
It's probably like 100 acres just on this one field. It would have been cool if like somebody had like a Polaris Ranger,
just to get back and forth, and and
or
add
like
some noise
like
in the
mobile
background.
attack vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So a beautiful man who I know personally very well asked, his name's Easy Mad.
Yeah.
Okay. Asked, why Jake suck though? Question mark. Why Jake suck though?
It's so weird because like Easy Mad, I'm pretty sure it's nasty. It's weird. It's weird.
Pretty sure that's just a beautiful man who's an idiot.
Pretty sure it's just.
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, that's my question, by the way.
Why Jake suck though? Because he hung out with Nasty for too long. Straight flip that one on you. Didn't see that coming.
Oh, I expected something stupid come out of your mouth.
What's Greg? Why does Greg think Jake suck though?
Yeah, why does Greg think Jake sucks?
I don't know.
I'm flabbergasted. He just sucks. I don't know. He sucks.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I can't even. I
was just messing with you, Nasty. You can answer as far as like the tank. I was just messing.
Oh no, I can't upset a viewer, man. That's bad. That's bad.
I can look in Nasty's eyes and tell exactly where he's going with that. Was D-Day Adventure Park had APCs, helicopters, all types of vehicles from small to big, and it made the game fucking dope.
Right, just the noise in the distance was just. Or when someone flips their map upside down, having a vehicle to get back to the other side of the world.
Right. We're talking deuce and a halves.
Right.
Like
and I'm never going to let that down, by the way. Yeah. So moving on. The Real Deal Airsoft. What's your favorite platform? AEG, GBB, HPA?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Well, let's hear it. Make someone mad.
Yeah, I'm going to make somebody mad. So I'm a little preferential to AEG because I just switched over to HPA. I like the fact that I don't have to worry about air filling up my tank and all this other thing.
It's just old reliable.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Like it, instead of a whole walk back to the staging area where you have to fill up your air, you can switch out a battery in the field.
Right. No, I agree. I think it just depends. It just depends. If you're going to a mil sim, I totally get the AG
aspect of it.
Yeah, you can run HPA. Can it be more time consuming, a little bit more of a pain in the ass? Yes. Is it just as fun? I'm sure. I don't know. But if you're playing a local field where you can go refill at your paintball supply guy or whatever the fuck, maybe it's on site like we have here, then it's not a big deal. You can do that. That's cool. Or if you're training, like I said, that's a cool part about airsoft. You can use it for training. Gas blowback rifles function a lot like the real steel rifles, have minimal recoil, so you get some type of kick.
Right. And if you're a manly man, a 223 really isn't different from a really gas blowback rifle.
But
except for the pop bang.
That is a very useful tool for that.
That's very true.
So I would say it just depends upon the situation. But with the Real Deal Airsoft, I wanted to point out, you guys need to go check out the Airsoft Pro League. That is something that's been popping up on Instagram. Those guys actually are filming something it's basically an Airsoft TV show, red versus blue style thing. It's a time challenge. Okay. I think it could be really cool if it was to make it to TV. It could be really good for Airsoft to help build the Airsoft community like we're talking about, make it more mainstream. So
definitely check that out.
go check out
because I
Airsoft
need to.
Pro
Also,
League.
that's new information to me
Yes,
since he
it's-
withhold everything from me until
if
we
you
start
go on
doing this.
Instagram,
But
you'll
it's
find
fine. Whatever, dude.
Yeah, I literally just opened up their Instagram page while we're sitting here talking, and
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
dropped them a follow.
yeah, Airsoft Pro League.
It sounds
It's very
dope.
cool, dude. It's like, what was the way they put it to me? They put it to me like, imagine like the old show Gladiator, right?
Mhm.
Meets like, whatever that fucking show is where people go on and sing, people get voted.
Americans Got Talent.
Yeah, America's Got Talent.
Fucking.
Because like they just get random teams and they have them come do this.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Yeah, and then they face guys who are the main guys, the gladiators, who play there all the time, or
Literally,
ex-military.
come
police,
show us what
that
you
type
got.
of stuff. Yeah,
Here's
a group of airsofters going against ex-military police officers.
Oh, that'd be
blah,
sick.
Blah, blah.
I'm into that. So keep me updated on that.
Yeah.
And not during our podcast.
Airsoft Pro League.
Pro
all you gotta
League.
do, all you
Go
gotta do is
look
go
it
to Instagram, type in @the Airsoft Pro League.
Right. So next question. Now I've heard this said 3 different ways.
I'm pretty sure it's Shatten.
Shatten. I have
If it's
shatten
not-
a brick.
If it's not, then
Shatten.
fuck nasty,
Whatever.
because he's an asshole.
Yeah, fuck me. What's his question is, or whoever's question at this point in this fucking world, what's an airsoft topic you guys want to discuss on the podcast but haven't yet?
I can tell you one that I was just thinking about earlier.
Okay, well let's hear it.
That is, I would love to discuss reenacting the reenactments that are also airsoft players, like World War II airsoft.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You get dudes who dress up in Nazi uniforms and dudes
Right.
who dress up in
So
U.S. uniforms. Now, I
where's
also
our
throw this out there.
Fallujah
Right.
reenactment?
Right, and there could be dudes. You
sure.
could take an impression kit as that technically.
Right.
But we don't talk about that a whole lot. I'd like
No,
to.
that would be cool. What
But-
about
The main thing I saw on that, the reason why I say that is the main thing I saw on that is somebody was wearing like their World War II German outfit.
Oh, you showed me that yesterday. Yeah.
And
No, it was a chick.
And somebody
That
was like
badass.
pissed about it because they're like, why would you wear that? Like,
It's
dude, it's
It's
cool
history.
loadout. It's a
It's
cool
history.
loadout. It's a history.
Right.
I mean, most of the time, these people who are playing, a Nazi character generally don't sympathize with their cause and don't
And
believe
what
in
it was-
anything that was going on with it. They're just fascinated by World War II.
History.
And the lesser known side of it is the German side because we're not fucking them.
exactly.
You know?
So well, I guess that's a good question for an
What about you,
outsider.
Greg?
Yeah.
What would you like to hear on the podcast that we haven't talked about yet?
I can't even think of an answer. That's actually a really good one.
I know. I thought the same thing too.
Like our field, we have a group of people that come out in World War II get up and like down to the gun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they look badass. You can find them on my page.
See, and that's fucking cool.
Right. And dudes, because that's real life.
Right.
Like that's LARPing.
Right. That comes back to this whole. There's niches within airsoft.
Right. No matter
And
what you do.
Airsoft is airsoft. It doesn't matter if
Right.
he's
Right.
dressed up in as a World War II German, if he's dressed up as a Japanese dude, if he's dressed up like Shatten, who his team runs all German gear like
Which is
KSK
dope.
style, or GSG9, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just another form of airsoft that they enjoy. Fuck off. Let them play
Right.
their
Let them play
version.
and don't talk shit on the way someone comes out kitted.
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I'm just because we talked about, I'm gonna go buy my New Balance Dad Force 300s, and I'm gonna come out and play in some New Balance. Fucking, I mow my lawn and
You're gonna rock the dad look.
Fuck yeah, dude.
dude
The
with
extra
my cargo shorts.
extra grass grip. Just saying.
Okay.
From a dad. Them New
Right.
Balance. I don't know how they did it, but they got that grip.
So next one's kind of a question that I guess we've already answered. HPA or AG. Do we have? I'm assuming a favorite barrel brand, bucking or nub combo.
Yeah, so call sign dad.
Call sign underscore dad. Sorry.
Cool guy on Instagram, actually going to Radio Silence. If you guys are not aware about Radio Silence, Nasty and I
Please.
will be attending
Yes.
September 11th through the 13th in Albrightsville, Pennsylvania, hosted by Greg Tactical. So
right.
check them out. It's going to be an awesome event. 40-hour op. Sounds fucking fantastic. But he has a lot of really cool, like, mini tech tips in his story and stuff like that. If you're asking me, favorite barrel, I'm just going to say Prometheus because that's
Mad
what
Bull?
I always had put in my barrels. I'm pretty sure it's Mad Bull Prometheus. I'm pretty sure.
Is that what it is?
I'm pretty
okay,
sure.
because I've always bought Mad Bull, so I don't know.
And then
Bucking. What do you think?
I'll be honest with you. I always just ran the ICS bucking that it came with and the hop up nub.
I always
that it
bought
came with.
the Mad Bull bucking and barrel combos.
Right.
So they always had like the different colors that depict different whatever. And what about nub? What's your favorite nub?
Well, that's your Airsoft hop up nub. You used to get your Mad Bull in your kit.
Okay.
I just ran whatever mine came with because I didn't replace nubs unless I like lost one.
What about you, Greg? What do you think?
I don't really have a favorite. I haven't really delved that deep into it yet.
Right.
Like I said, I'm still learning.
Cool. Hey, well,
Oh, that's
now
fair.
you know you need to go buy Mad Bull and be done with it if they even still make products anymore.
They do.
Okay. So moving on. Ace Star 102. What made you want to start doing a podcast? And that stems from you. And we've said it in the past, but that stems from you.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
It's pretty quick and easy now because I've answered it so many times. I was looking around for an Airsoft podcast and I found quite a few that most of the time made it 2-3 shows and then dipped off the planet of the earth and never came back again because, it's flat. And then it's not flat.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just know that was a joke. It's definitely round. There'll be those people who are like, oh my God.
It's flat. Well, go jump off the edge and tell me how far you go.
Yeah. Anyway, but that there was that, or there was Airsoft podcasts out there that I didn't find until after. But it just wasn't the same kind of like style that
Right.
I was
Looking for.
that
Right.
I wanted, that I thought would be cool. And thus you have Task Force Podcast
Right.
because I was like, that'd be dumb. We could make one called Task Force Podcast,
And I'm like, this stupid.
Nasty's like, who even listens to podcasts?
I don't. So why would I want to? And
You're
then here we
wrong.
You are wrong. You suck. Leave.
That's right.
Yeah, but short, easy, to the point. I _call_grizzly_I asks, do you guys have any tips for support gunners, like internal gun upgrades or positioning?
That is a question for you, my friend.
Tips? I have honestly no idea. I just played as if I played with like it was a normal rifle, to be honest.
All right, so the best tips I could give you is
I can't think off the top of my head.
just make sure your gun's solid. Make sure you've got a solid gear and motor setup. That way you can run a decent rate of fire. You have a somewhat tight, at least a Type 4 barrel in there.
Mad Bull.
And positioning.
It's all up to the guy who runs the show.
Yes.
He literally, your best role is to listen to, if you have a squad lead or the guy who's been doing it for years. Because when I bought my 249, my Classic Army, bro, I was learning. I still wasn't even that far into Airsoft. I just knew I had to have it, and that was a passion of mine for years.
Right.
I learned to play Airsoft basically with that rifle, this M249, and
Right.
I learned positioning and stuff like that just by listening and being told. And I guess that's the biggest point is just do as you're told.
Right.
As a gunner, that's your job. If you told go run over there, lay down, aim that way, you see somebody just hold the trigger,
Right.
just do it. I mean that opens a door to a style Airsoft. It's completely different. It's fun, it's great. And why do you think after 15 years that gun is still being built and worked
Well,
on?
see, and it's different too because like I wouldn't pull you off of where I have you and have you come over here and be like, you see that guy that's hella far away? I need you to shoot him.
Right.
Like, I'd be fucking stupid.
Right. It's easy.
So if you're somebody who has a saw or a squad support gun,
if you have
or
a
some
240
type
Bravo, let me know.
some
That's
type
dope.
of, whatever, don't be that guy who's trying to shoot people hella far away. That's not your role. You know, pick a spot where people are most likely to move through the most often and in bulk, because that's what you're great
That's your
for.
job.
That's what you're
Or
great
you're the
for.
door kicker. That's always fun.
Or there's a shit ton of people behind that wall, and I just want you to pelt the wall over and over again until we can get where we can shoot
fucking good
them.
at that.
So
and I think it's the best style of playing, in my opinion.
Biased, but yeah.
What I've done pretty much every other role, and nothing is as fun to me
Right, that's where
as running around with a saw that has dumb horsepower in it. And by the way, everything in that gearbox is a stock.
Yeah.
From 2000 dumb shit back
Classic
in the day.
Army.
Yeah. That's outside of a tight bore. Oh, the spring was upgraded from to a 120, 130.
140.
I can't remember. 140. There you go. And now it's always ran off a large type lipo until recently. I don't have a whole lot to say to that.
What about you, Greg? You got any
All right.
experience in the squad support weapon?
Not so far as experience, but I've been shot in the back of the head enough to know, like, communication is a big thing.
Yes.
So, if, like, let's say that you're sitting there, you're supposed to be laying down, covering fire, keeping their heads down, everything like that. You need to talk to your squad leader, whoever's in charge, and let them know, hey, I'm still over here. Don't run any guys in front of me.
Right.
That is true. I'm not gonna lie. Blue on blue was just a fact of your job. Listen, like Greg just said, I'm holding trigger down until I hear stop, and then I see little Jimmy come running.
Right.
Hey, bud, I'm not gonna let go of the trigger.
Right.
You're straight about to run, and you can hear the roaring of just a saw,
Right.
but you're still gonna run fucking to it as a teammate, bro.
Right.
That's on you.
And then I also want to say something too, and that's in terms of, like, remember you're playing airsoft, so, like, if you're shooting at somebody who's hiding behind a tree 75 yards away, and you're just shooting by the tree, he's probably not even gonna know you're shooting at him. But the whole point is you want him to stay hidden so he doesn't see the movement of your other guys. When you're shooting the tree, fucking wave past the tree. That way you get BBs on both sides of the tree, but he hears them hitting the tree
And lets him know,
and
like,
he
shit.
does not want to peek out yet. We don't want him to peek out yet. We want him to stay in cover where he doesn't see the other guys making a maneuver to be able to get a shot.
And the best part
that's the point.
is being hidden enough they can't see where your rounds are coming from.
Right.
All they hear is just the constant whining of your gun and just BBs hitting fucking everywhere. It's awesome. It's an awesome feeling.
You still have to have guys with your support gunner to make sure he's covered
and
too.
People who are like, stop shooting, reload. Because my dumbass will hear my box winding thinking it's still pushing BBs out, but I just get so into it. It just, but anyway.
Call Sign Dad also asked about BYOB Airsoft, and
oh yeah.
I mean, if the field allows it, if you're actually asking about bringing your own beer, I mean,
I'm down. I mean, and at that point, hand to hand becomes a part of the game.
You're responsible for your own hydration. So.
Sign this waiver real quick, and it's all you, dude. It's just so. Next one, JT Tactical rifle of choice in your manufacturer. Greg.
My Elite Force MCR M4.
Very nice.
What
Why?
about Real Steel? No, hold on. What about Real Steel?
Oh, you're really trying to get people pissed off.
I am. I fuck everybody.
I've had my eye on a Diamondback AR-15.
Really?
That's badass.
Yeah.
Really?
I held it in my hands for the first time, and I was just in love.
Diamondbacks are a nice rifle. They're fucking expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking expensive. I'm an AK man. Klishkinov, Golden. I'm done. That's my answer.
Jesus.
I've never really been a fan of the AK.
That's okay.
I know.
It
They
takes
look. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's
my
been hating
God.
on me for this on my Instagram meme I made about Homer Simpson about saying if you think about buying an AK, you got some mental problems. But you know,
You got a point.
yeah, right,
Wow.
exactly. Because
Okay,
the AK, although maybe it looks sexy, My biggest drawback with the AK, and nobody can argue it, is it's unergonomic as fuck. It's terrible.
Do you
Thank
think
you.
Russians?
Terrible.
Do you think Russians care about? Ooh, can I put a flashlight on it? No, they're gonna shoot your dumb ass.
No, I don't think they care about a flashlight. I think I would be more pissed off that I have to go
To cock it?
to charge it.
You know
Or
what they
over
do?
The top. It's
They
too
probably
much.
use their dead enemy's head to rack that motherfucker. See,
Probably
it doesn't
they're
matter.
Russian.
You have shit.
They probably don't.
Reasons
They probably
why
don't
you
even have
don't
to
like
rack it. They
AKs.
probably just look at it and it racks itself.
They just and it racks right.
In
So,
Russia, we don't
you know
rack
what?
AK. AK rack
JT,
itself.
you started a fucking issue. All right, but
Airsoft gun though, KWA, I guess CM3. Other than that, ICS. I started with ICS, so I've got some like weird tie to them.
right.
So ICS M4.
And I am gonna answer this one, Greg. Okay, so
Okay, you have my permission.
oh, thank you,
What's
dear.
what is it? What is?
I want to answer this real quick.
You gotta read it.
No, the rifle choice.
Oh,
I was gonna say classic army, all the way.
right.
Okay.
Saw.
So saw right M249.
You're slow
Listen,
ass
guys.
reading.
All right. I'm Luke Escaril. You say that. Just say it. How it reads.
Lucas Carril. I'm assuming
Fuck
it's some
it.
type of German.
Milsim or
Lucas-
Speedsoft and why? So really, we're gonna configure that question to Milsoft and why.
Why?
Milsim.
Well, the number one reason why I don't play speedball,
I'm fat. Yeah, I'm just a big ass.
That's my answer.
Well,
I run and slide, but trust me, it was not on purpose.
that was an
No.
amazing moment. First time in fucking 10 years I saw that. The last time we played, it was a run, trip, slide, and he's like, "Oh yeah, tactical slide," and starts shooting again.
Hell played it off.
And I heard his knees explode for fucking. But Speedsoft or Milsim, gentlemen, why?
Why Milsim?
I vote Milsim.
Right.
Why?
Why? Other than being fat.
Okay. I mean, that's the main reason. It to me, I got into airsoft, and I really got into it because of the military aspect. I was training to go in, but I never signed the paperwork because I was too fat.
Right.
Agreed. Same.
Like, I trained for a while, and the Milsim aspect really brought me back into it. Like, it brought back all that training. It made me feel like happy, I guess.
Right.
Makes you feel accomplished is something I could never real life accomplish.
Right.
Because that was I had other physical issues that kept me from going in, but it kind of filled that void,
Right.
that I had from a kid. Should have signed up early.
I wanted to, but my family like hardcore
was
talked
like,
me,
nah,
talked me
fam.
the fuck out of it. And then I
Yeah.
had kids, and I was like,
Well,
now
no,
it's hard
can't
to
do
get
it.
away
Yep.
now.
And Speedsoft, I'd love to truly go out to like New York or other places and try Speedsoft.
I
But
think
remember,
Speedsoft would be
I'm
cool.
6'7",
Right.
fat, and I have bad knees and back. So I am not trying to play this low speed, low drag, high speed.
You know
game.
why I would love to go play Speedsoft at one of those places? It's indoor. It's
AC.
air conditioned. You could probably wear shorts and a t-shirt and be comfortable as fuck.
Right.
And that I'll run for 2 feet and you can shoot me. Fuck it.
All right.
Wicked Clown. 2011.
Dude, let me get to it, man. My mind doesn't work that fast, asshole. Wicked
And I'm the
Clown.
one to hold up the show.
Right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Fucking great.
Fucking big.
I live near the Balahak field.
Yeah.
Um,
Nancy. Yeah, fuck it. He's Nancy from now on. Nancy here really knows a lot about the multicultural pieces of airsoft, all the different fields, and I don't know why I said multicultural, but all the different fields. So he said,
I'm gonna go turn your fucking
he says-
mic off,
he
asshole.
says, I live near the Balahak field. Is there any chance you guys will be tending this
Rev 11.
year for Rev 11? No, unfortunately, we will not. The Rev Series games does look very interesting. I would love to go to them. It's kind of like post-apocalyptic Fallout meets Airsoft.
He's never played Fallout, so I don't know.
Yeah, you should definitely leave here tonight and get Fallout because it is pretty good. It actually is really good. I'm not even that type of game player, but Fallout was good. I think it would be really cool to go and play.
Sure. I'm down for any Milsim.
But, well, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I would say it's like...
Do I have to be a cowboy?
I don't know if I would say Milsim more as I would say like actually like...
hard LARPing?
LARPing mixed with Airsoft. Do you agree, Greg?
Yeah. I mean, the post-apocalyptic scenario, that's a good idea. Like, it's an awesome idea. But I wouldn't really call it Milsim.
Right. I mean, it is a game where you barter and trade and there's fights and shit and whatnot.
But that's their niche.
Right.
And hey, fucking
dude, and it looks like it would be fun. I'm not going to lie.
But I that sounds like something I'd have to really be in the mood for.
If you ever want to get some information about the Rev series, go check out, I believe it's the Swamp Sniper on YouTube. He actually is one of the guys who, he owns Balahack Airsoft, the store.
Really?
So I believe he owns the field too, I want to say, or something. I'm not overly positive on that. So
you know what? I can't say.
If you want to reach out to us, Swamp Sniper, and clarify that,
that'd be dope.
I wouldn't be mad.
That'd be dope.
You know,
my chair just broke, by the way.
Yeah, it did. That's funny. Jesus.
Everything's falling apart.
The game,
it's going so bad.
The game is really cool, though. Go to YouTube, watch it. He's got some gameplay videos and whatnot, and the dogs are going fucking berserk. So I bet my wife is getting home right now. So,
Greg, anything you want to add to our podcast since you are a guest?
Honestly, keep up the great work. Thank you for bringing us all together.
Dude, thank you for that.
That means a hell of a lot. That you brought all these people together. You created your own community.
You guys created the community.
This is y'all. This is your stuff, man.
Yeah, that's
but
all on you guys.
From this guy,
like you brought us all together. We created the community, but you brought us all together over our love of airsoft.
Right.
Respect.
I think if you're gonna be right, I mean, I definitely do. I would agree with you, but I just think like if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna be some type of content creator, if you're not trying to improve the airsoft community or make it bigger or bring it together or add to it or improve it or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't care. If it's a sport or it's a hobby, I don't care. It doesn't matter. If you're not trying to do those things, then why are you a creator? What's your real intended
free
purpose?
Shit, and I don't fuck with that. So if you know who y'all are, if y'all really out there, so we'll fight.
But no, dude. I do have a really quick question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You've looked through my page, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, what do you think I can do to help increase popularity of airsoft from the photography perspective?
I think the thing you can do as a photography perspective is the one thing I like to see in photos is, like the strange angles. It's really hard to get when people are playing, you know what I mean? And I can understand that. If you're getting gameplay pictures, then it is, you kind of get what you can get. Sometimes you get some really cool shit. Sometimes you don't. I would suggest, after the game, if you got a couple, because this would also really, some dudes would be like, this is fucking sweet.
I pay for pictures.
Pull them off to the side and be like, hey, dude, your shit looks on point today. Do you want to go out on the field with me for a couple of minutes and just take some fuck around pictures, And then you kind of get to be fun with it in a photography wise of now you get maybe some different angles. Maybe you get some different looks. And then what happens is now it goes from just being a random gameplay airsoft picture to almost a piece of like art.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Some guy's future desktop background picture.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And so then what happens is you post that picture, and if it's on Instagram, it's all about hashtags, right? So you're hashtagging photography, not just airsoft photography. You're hashtagging like gameplay photos, whatever, and you're getting all this different view in it. Well, what happens is somebody sees that it's airsoft, and you put that in the description because obvious most of the time. Then people get interested. what's airsoft. Then they want to know.
Because it could be floating around the real steel world.
Yeah.
And they're like, holy fuck.
Right.
Who's this? Because in my eyes, if a picture's quality like that, and I'm like, is that real steel? Is that a dude, a real operator? Like,
right.
What the fuck is this? And come to find out, it's airsoft, and you can do that. And
right.
not only it doesn't make a badass picture, makes a guy who can take some dope ass pictures, but it hypes up the motherfucker.
Right.
That day, made that put a smile on dude's face. What if he had a bad game? And you're like, bro, your shit looks killer. Do you mind if I snag some pictures? I'll send you the pictures, whatever. Do you mind if I throw it up online? And then who knows? He's going to talk to his buddy and be like, Jake, there's a dude that comes out. Let's gear up hella fucking flashy.
Right.
And let's go out there and see if dude's out there next time. Maybe he'll take our pictures. Right. And then that starts right then and there, your own little thing.
Right. Yeah, you're getting pictures. You're getting content, which really helps
out
you.
There.
But then it also helps that player get some type of morale boost.
Right.
It also helps, promote airsoft in the view of you're getting some type of interesting content out there, and it's saturating the market to where airsoft starts to become the norm. Because this is what I always say: paintball. If you're in a house and you say paintball, everybody has a general idea. Yeah. They've seen it in movies. Right. They've seen it in whatever. Even if you've never played what airsoft or what paintball is. The problem is if you say airsoft, that doesn't happen.
All they see is kids running around in a backyard with toy guns.
Yeah, little green air BBs,
Honestly, and me, what sticks me to photos is those animated photos. I don't know the real name for that. I don't know how to do it.
Right.
All I know is I'd like to see it.
Well, see, and that's the cool part is if you're a photographer, you automatically have your own style, and that's going to set you apart from everybody
Just like
else.
my music. I have my own style of music. I don't sound or try to look like anybody else. And when it comes to our podcast, same thing. And to your photos.
If you edit that photo, much like I edit video, right? And I'll be like, that's fucking dope. Other people might be like, that's dope. Other people might be like, that's fucking stupid.
I don't care.
I like it. It's my style, and it's what I like. And so that's what, I don't know, man. That's just the best thing I could give you, because I feel like it improves you. It improves your content. It improves the players out on the field. It boosts their morale. It helps get airsoft out into the mainstream. That's the best thing I could say to you. And if you're just a normal dude cruising on Instagram and you want to know how to help grow the airsoft community, the number one thing you can do is take somebody airsofting for their first time.
And take their pictures while doing it. Show the joy. Show that's what I would like to see. And put it out there. You're the local Facebook airsoft page. Right. Yo, I'm going to be out there with my camera.
Right.
Anybody who wants to see you want to get some pictures taken or recording or anything like that. Fuck. We had a guy like that did that for a long time and then moved into taking pictures of people's cars, wedding photos, and then, taking pictures for companies about new buildings and stuff like that. Yeah, dude. It starts from what you love, and that's the only. It's dope.
Yeah.
But that would be my best suggestion.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah. No problem, man. Hey, let everybody know where they can follow you at, because you're a cool fucking dude and people should be following, Delmar Tactical. So, but you let them know.
Find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram at Delmar_Tactical. I also stream on Twitch every now and again. Same name, so Delmar_Tactical. Feel free to, drop by, look through the pictures, watch through the gameplay of me getting smacked. And don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to these guys. They're probably some of the coolest guys I've ever seen.
Thank you, dude. That's seriously.
That's love.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we're starting to stream too. We'll have to stream together sometime too.
That'd be awesome, all three of us.
Haven't been streaming as often, but
it's difficult.
It is.
Yeah, it can be, but if you want to watch our Twitch or if you want to go follow it, whatever the fuck, mine's Snake_Snake2615.
And I'm Nasty_Actual.
Is that what it is on Twitch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm going to need you guys to send me a message of the username, because I will not remember.
No, you're good, man. We will we'll hit that up.
The long ass intro time.
I know, but there's only one more thing I want to throw before we go into these
long ass
bad
intro.
Boys. Yeah.
Outro.
And that is, some people were asking for a Discord. Some people were asking for Discord.
Okay.
To be able to let these guys who are a part of the task force
get on, talk to each other.
Be able to talk to each other on a closed platform.
Where it's just them.
It's just them.
Then we pop in every once in a while.
Right. And maybe, Discord actually allows some airsoft gun sales. So maybe that's something we could talk about on there as well.
My pickle launcher shoots 400 foot per second. And
right. But no, so that Discord, I have worked on it. I've kind of been dragging my feet on it. It's mostly set up. I think I could probably go ahead and release it, but I think I've got a few more things I want to tweak on it.
Put it out.
But definitely that is coming. If you guys are interested, let me know. Drop it in the comments down below. Send us a message on Instagram. Whatever the fuck you do, I don't care. Send me a message. Let me know. We can get you the link to that. But with that being said, now comes time to try to wrap up a really fun
run of this.
6mm plastic. 6mmPlastic.com. Check those guys out. They got all your airsoft BB needs from all sizes to tracers to bio.
Just buy it.
They've got it all. Just buy it.
Just buy it.
Code TASKFORCE 2020, all caps TASKFORCE 2020, get you 10% off your next order. Also check out Dynamic Fuzz because those guys have got a bunch of stuff to upgrade your helmet. They've got stuff for your MS2000, your fucking Comtech 2s, your MSA Swordens, all of it. Great for cable management. Check that out. TFPOD, all caps, TFPOD 10 for 15% off your order from them. And as usual, if you want to flex on the pores and then cry because you're going to be poor the next day with them,
right?
Check out Core Vision Industries for all your night vision needs. Those guys have got everything you need. Plus, like I said earlier, they offer some real steel firearm training. So check those guys out. They're a pretty cool place to go and get some shit from. Plus, they also sell the Dynamic Fuzz products. So that was pretty quick.
That was amazing.
Knocked it out pretty fast.
That was amazing.
Thank you again for joining us, Greg, who we call Delmar all the time on lives. Now we know.
It's Greg.
And we'll just be like, Greg. And people will be like, who the fuck is Greg?
Yeah. That's my man. That's my secret hoe.
Your secret hoe? I thought we were out in the open now.
Well, as of right now, this video is not released
now.
yet, so yes.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. I really appreciate it.
No, definitely,
thank
dude.
you.
Thanks for being on this long ass podcast. I know
you literally have one of the longest podcasts.
For sure.
It's awesome.
It doesn't even feel that long.
It doesn't. See, that's the best part about community and everything is when you get talking, time don't fucking matter.
We are the Joe Rogan of Airsoft podcasts.
I can't wait. That'd be dope.
3 hours with Post Malone or the other day. Jesus.
But anyway,
yes.
Thank you guys.
Have
a good night. Have a good morning, afternoon, lunch. Later.
Later.